Hi, Lorian Toll here, and I don't know if this is going to work, but I am very tired of what's going on with the tabloids right now. I honestly think contacted me to basically make me a target. I'm not taking back what I said about Eric Dane. I have been fighting him, fighting Grey's Anatomy since 2008. As far as I'm concerned, they are horrible people at that on that show. I was a trained theater major with a theater degree, and they knew that. They hated me for it. They hated me because I had a theater background. Their attitude, well, you're not hot and sexy. You just go do, because I wasn't hot and sexy. I knew that. Doesn't mean I couldn't work in film and television. There are plenty of women who are all kinds of looks and sizes working as actors. Grey's Anatomy's attitude, I guess, was that I was, what is it, quirky and behaved loony, and I was an egotistical theater actor. And that apparently actors lie was the other thing this person said to me. I guess he hates also Grey's Anatomy because at the same time he said he basically insinuated that Grey's Anatomy was sort of not one of his shows he liked. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was very almost like tongue in cheek that I could have done better. That Grey's Anatomy was beneath him, even though he said he worked there for 3 years, and I guess he was crew. I haven't said what his name is. I don't want to give him press. I actually didn't want to have press. I have been trying to get justice, and feels like just typical Hollywood trash. I was raped, I was sexually assaulted, I was abused, I was a highly intelligent woman, and I am not going on a diatribe. Unfortunately, we live in a world now that if it's not a 30-second soundbite, it must be a waste of time. And if this press person actually read the diatribe that I sent him, he would have known I sent him proof of the fact that I worked on Grey's Anatomy, proof of the fact that I was raped by Jeremy Gilbreth. There's a connection with Cynthia Youngblood. Cynthia Youngblood was the one who was talking to Patrick Dempsey and Eric Dane about me. Every time I talked to her about something, she was turning around and saying that to them, and I could hear them. It's not like there was this wall between me and them. It's not like me that I was in this bubble, like sound bubble, where I couldn't hear what they were saying. I worked 29 days over 3 years on that set. And again, Melinda Johnson, who was the AD on the set where I was tripped, the goods, became an AD on Grey's Anatomy just a month after I was tripped. And then 8 months later, I'm terminated. And I'm sorry for you guys, people on the East Coast, because this is coming from the East Coast. I used to be a runner. Because of an accident, I had to give that up. I hated the East Coast idea where you can still sit behind a desk and do work. Well, guess what? Unless I actually enjoy that work, unless it involves acting and me being creative, because I had a creative mind, I would have gone mentally ill a long time ago and ended my life. And what I don't like is the fact that basically that's what's happening. I'm being driven to isolation. I will never go move in with my father. And I hate my father, who's a Homeland Security agent. So I'm guessing all of you are pro-Trump and you're pro-Trump, right? And did you realize the fact that just because there isn't anything on IMDb does not mean I wasn't on that set. It does not mean I was not on that set. Listen.
You know what, Sean? You are tabloid trash. You contacted me specifically because you basically wanted me to respond. I did not care about getting publicity. I am not some effing actress. I'm not some stuck-up, snobby little actress who wanted Eric Dane's attention or Patrick Dempsey's attention. I have a theater degree and a master's in performing arts management. I was a Maryland Distinguished Scholar. I know you're on the East Coast, and I don't know what East Coast people are saying about me now. I left there a long time ago because I was in pain. I also left there a long time ago because I didn't want to do theater. I wanted to do film and television. I worked in a video store when I was in college. I was a Maryland Distinguished Scholar. I am not a background artist. I was a lot more than that. It's too bad I wasn't allowed to do the things that I was capable of doing it because of stupid, ignorant people like you who like to make targets of women. I'm a disabled woman, so you needed to make fun of me. You didn't read the email tirade, as you put it, that I sent to you. If you had, you would have known I sent you proof of the fact that I did work on Grey's Anatomy. I sent you proof of the fact that Jeremy Gilbreth raped me. I sent you proof of the fact that I'm a legitimate lawyer and legitimate member of SAG-AFTRA. And I am so tired of free press, of the press, being you, being people like you. I like facts. I don't like tabloid bullshit. I don't read tabloid bullshit. I barely wanted to even care about reading your things, except for all of a sudden I kept being doubly attacked over and over and over again. I'm not taking down my websites because they're proof of my truth. Do you understand that? And yes, I am yelling. I have the right to be mad. I have the right to be angry as a woman. I didn't lose it on a set. I'm Phi Beta Kappa and Mensa. Do I need to repeat that again? I like excellence in my life. I do not commit fraud. I cannot run a road race anymore. I used to love running. I used to love hiking. I don't hike anymore because I was trolled so much by someone I barely leave my apartment. I don't like the way I look. I think I'm ugly, but I think I'm talented as an actor. So I wanted a career in drama, in period pieces, in horror films. I wasn't looking to be the sexy ingenue. I don't like romance novels. I don't like romance books. I had my own ideas for scripts. I have a horror film that I submitted to the Copyright Office.
They look like assholes. I hope so.